YouTube fans, Steve Baskus here with the Ballistics Unseen YouTube channel. I want to discuss a challenge of mine with this whole endeavor, focus challenge. If you read my blog post I put up on the website, you'll understand where I'm going with this all. And the problem is this blind marksman camera system, this idea of a smartphone adapter to mount a phone to the rifle scope, and the iPhone or the mobile device itself, the smartphone, and an external monitor. So when the spotter, who is sighted of course, is working with me, the blind shooter, they are using the external monitor near their spotting scope to identify where I am putting the rifle in the point of aim and the point of impact. And so in order for the spotter to provide me with the exact time to squeeze the trigger when I've acquired the target dead center, they need to be able to read the reticle and the target image well. And what happens is with cameras, there's a lot of focus adjustments, and some of the action cameras don't allow a lot of manual focusing and adjustments to different settings like exposure, shutter speed, all that, shutter speeds, all those things that you photographers know and understand. So originally I wanted to try GoPros behind the and they do have mounts, but GoPros behind the rifle scope. That's not going to work right now, as far as I know. We'll give it a try maybe in the future. Right now it's great to utilize the smartphone, the iPhone, because you can actually tap the screen, and the software programming and all the different things related to interacting with the touch screen can allow for focusing on the target and the reticle. You got a picture that the camera, the optical sensor and camera, is pointing down a shaft, like in this regard the scope, and so the sensor and the programming, it's trying to focus on different things that are near it, and it's the shading of the scope and the walls of the scope and the reticle. But we got to be able to see the milliradians, the subtensions in the scope, so that we can do measurements and use the reticle to range, which is again some mathematics and trigonometry, more or less. But I think I've thought of a good idea, and that's to use this ProCam 5 application that provides the user of the smartphone, allows the person to make these big adjustments, these minute fine adjustments to the camera, and lock it into a specific focus, which still may be a little clunky and cumbersome, and may take us a little bit longer to make a shot, but that's what it is, being blind and trying to make these kinds of shots and work with this kind of systems. As far as I know, it's not been done on this kind of level where I'm trying to go with it, at least recorded on the web. But I'd love to hear from anybody who's tried something like this, because my goal is to shoot past 600 meters, maybe out to 1,600 meters, 1 mile more or less, and that's what we're going to try to do. So that's the challenge. There's a few other challenges related to the BMCS, the blind marksman camera system. That's what I'm calling it, and yeah. We'll see how it goes with further research in the field. But stay tuned, and thanks for listening. Ghost One out. You know what to do. Leave your comments and questions below. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Twitter feed. That's at BallisticsU, BallisticsU. Ghost One out.